Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. It's time for our weekly Turtlecast. And yes, we do already know the rewards for the next season. It was officially announced, so the full list is there on follow.com as well. I did drop a quick video about it. Hopefully you did manage to check it as well. There is a roadmap for next 3 months that I didn't discuss yet, but we'll do that today. So welcome in the chat. Exit, Spiteful Angel, Drake and Red, Le Big Nose, Anyway, Alufool, PDM, A Defiant Jack, RHPS, Wolfreak, MJ Wani, Vistrick, Unexpected Outcome, Basic Hermit, The Unsung Gamer, The Arena Uncensored, Toby Markham, Pete Journer, Justin, welcome. And let me quickly check if there was anything else, any follow-up after they dropped the rewards. No, I think that was the article. This entire article for that too, and of course doesn't want to show me pictures. We try to open that so we can see it. Okay. The workaround when it doesn't want to show me pictures is, oh, that will still not show. The trailer for Fallout, somehow they made it age restricted. Okay, I will show you what I see. I don't know if that's only because I'm in UK or is that the same in United States. Let me show you. I don't know why is that like that. So here, that's the article about Blood and Rest, the next season, and look at that. Instead of showing a thumbnail, it's saying this video is age restricted and only available on YouTube. Learn more. I never had that. That's the first. That's the first. Oh, same in US. Why would that be age restricted? That's a video game. Not even as, like, there's not even this much violence in this trailer. It's video game stuff. Is there going to be a bundle in new update? I would say 100%. What bundle, we don't know yet. As there will be TV shows, so they definitely gonna drop a bundle to earn more money. Will it be a good bundle? That's a different question. I don't know, but there will be a bundle for sure. So that's what this article says. With Fallout 76, Burning Springs update just around the corner, then denizens of Appalachia are about to get their hands dirty. Complete challenges, earn score, and collect themed items. Season 23, Blood and Rust, arriving this December in Fallout 76. Should I read that end? If I read it Blood X Rust, that doesn't really make sense. How do you read the X in that? Blood and Rust? I read it end, but I'm not sure if that's correct. Just reading it as X doesn't make any sense. And next. Blood Rust features all new goodies for players to unlock, including Raiderized workbenches to give your camp a freshly pillaged feel, cosmetics paying tribute to Fallout New Vegas, including a snazzy checkered suit, exclusive rewards for Fallout First members, and much more. December 2nd is again the date. That was already announced a month ago, so we know the date for quite a while. It was just repeated in here. All right, so that's in this article. Then to find a calendar, you normally need to go under Seasons tab, and that's where the calendar is. So we do the calendar first. It's not too much to discuss. It's more like a standard calendar that Bethesda is releasing every time the next season is dropping. So that's the calendar. We can zoom it in, so it will be on entire screen. There we go. in case someone is watching on the mobile phone. I know a lot of people do watch YouTube on mobile. That's why I'm zooming so much. I'm trying to make it visible on the small screen. December, Burning Springs and Season 23. Burning Springs, so that's the update. Treasure Hunters, just after that will drop. We don't know if they will add any rewards. I would say probably not, as there's like tons of rewards added to the main game grind system with map expansion. So most likely not here. I will drop a video about rewards that I was able to unlock on public test servers to do a little bit of a showcase. I will try to unlock a little bit more to be like a more full picture, but unlocking all the rewards that will drop with Burning Springs, that's a grind that will take us at least a month if you are a solid grinder. So all December you can schedule for grinding for new rewards from Burning Springs. It will take you a month to get them all. There's lots of challenges, event rewards, bounty hunting rewards, and so on. And I'm not even counting unlocking all the new legendary effects, as that can take longer, but all the plans. Mutated public events, December 9th, so very early. I'm curious, are the 2 new events possible to be mutated? If they are, that's gonna be quite difficult. Those new events are not so easy, so mutated may be interesting. Especially the one in this sandstorm when you are killing those rat scorpions and then mega turtles arrive. I call them mega turtles. They're much tougher than Agua is in the main game. So that may be interesting, if they will make it to the rotation. It's mysterious that they do not say. If that's just old events, then I would be disappointed. I want to see the new ones mutated. Capsep plenty, double mutations, Holiday Scotch coming as every year, December 16. That will be a good grind with Santatrons. Hopefully it still works the same and I will be able to play Santatrons across all workshops. Now with floating platforms possible, gonna be even easier than ever before. Just floating platform everywhere. And super easy to blueprint, as blueprints will always place, regardless how badly you do them. There's no more checkups if it can properly be put down or anything like that. Double score, double experience, December 18. So again, double experience combined with double score? Is that a mistake or intentional? As you know how well it will help whoever will make it to December 18, and that's the same about time that Fallout TV show drops. I think, what is that? 17? That's around that time. No, Fallout TV show is several days earlier, I think. 14? Not sure, maybe there. I forgot the date for Fallout TV show. My apologies, but somewhere around. So that when that will drop, it will be so easy during those 4 days to complete entire scoreboard. Like double score plus double experience? That's normally not happening. Unless it's a typo and it's supposed to be double score and not double experience with it. I'm not sure. Then next year, again, standard stuff. Repeated Mahman Equinox coming at the end of January. And there is interesting mini-season. Love Hurts for early February. So the mini-season will be coming on before Valentine's Day and going a little bit over the Valentine's Day. So that's cool. Love Hurts. I like the name of the mini-season. Then Fastnacht event February 17th, March 3rd. And in March, we know already that update and season 24 drops. We don't know what update. From the picture in here, I'm guessing it will be second part of the story of Burning Springs. I don't know how many chapters there is, but that will be chapter 2 of Burning Springs story. I'm guessing from the picture. And what else? Maybe raid 2. Maybe raid 2. That's my hope. Chapter 2 of the story and second raid. That's my hope for March, and that's what I want. The Big Bloom, March 10. And standard stuff. So there is something coming on. Of course, the big part is Burning Springs. But more is coming, like regular rotation of stuff. Surprising double score, double experience, December 18th. That's surprising. I was not expecting combination of the two so early into the season. It's 17th that, okay, so day before Double Score followed TV show will drop. So I was close that it's around this date. December 17th. Yeah, I'll be watching. They dropping follow TV show episode by episode, not everything at once this time around. So unfortunately, we'll not be able to binge watch, or fortunately maybe. Because when I can, I'm just watching it entire thing at once. I cannot take a break, so I'm just done. If they drop it all together, I'm always done in the day they drop it. So that's maybe not so awesome. Could be better to just watch it once a week. So we'll see. Now, before I forget, we are jumping to your questions in Turtle Army Discord, Ask the Turtle section. First, how you doing, Angry Turtle? Was hoping that you can make some beginner guides, especially for builds per card layouts. So, I am making per cards guides, Percopedia, like 3 chapters left. I did Strength, Perception, Endurance, Charisma. I have Intelligence, Agility, Luck left. It will be all done before next update drops. I do plan some more like builds and maybe beginner builds too. I will see what will be required. I know the TV show, the series about per cards is a little bit lengthy and maybe because of that not for everyone, but I will finish it. And camp basic building tips. I'm not camp builder, so I cannot give you much good tips. I just put stuff down. After the latest update, but we got the new season for TV coming out soon, and that will bring a bunch of new players, and all the other videos are a little bit outdated since there's been so many changes in the last 6 months. I think I have one beginner video about builds that's not outdated. I did not a long time ago. But there should be one, if I'm not mistaken. I can make more in the future if needed. That just answered the previous question. And there. Hi, Turtle. Hope you are well. I was wondering which enemy, including bosses, has the highest max hit and how much damage they do before factoring in resistances. Highest max hit. Oh, which boss can hit the hardest in single attack? Those are raid bosses. All raid bosses. And the turret is hitting the hardest because of rapid fire, but that's not a singular hit. If we consider the hardest singular hit, that's probably a sniper guy from stage 3 of the raid. It's very high damage single hit. From regular bosses, they don't really hit as hard. Like if we consider Scourge Beast Queen, it's not really as powerful. Air Williams, not really as powerful. Robots, the latest 3 bosses, they can hit relatively hard. It's nothing crazy. From regular bosses, Imposter Ship Squatch was always the hardest hitting one. And then there are raid bosses. Next, how do you get the damage you do on weapons? I copy your build and copy your weapons and never ever get anywhere near the amount you do, end up going back to what I had. How do you do it? If you copy everything, you should have exactly the same damage. So I don't know. Something needs to be missing on the build that you copy. If you copy everything, it should be the same damage. And for the main builds, I usually don't even use any buffs for those presentations. I use buffs for boss speedruns if I want to kill boss really fast, but generally for builds, I'm not running any damage buffs. So copying exactly, you should have the same. I do even have one video titled, Why Do I Do More Damage? No, I forgot the title. That explains why my damage is higher than yours. That's something like that on the thumbnail. Explaining how the stuff in Fallout 76 works and how the damage bonuses all together apply. Every little thing matters, especially legendary perks like taking one for the team or follow through. Those are big ones, and 4-star legendary effects like pinpointers, if you have that, and running Furious with onslaught effects. If you, let's say, you copy my build with any of Furious weapons and onslaught effect, and then you don't include one singular onslaught card, you will lose like 50% damage overall. So you need to have everything. If you don't include taking one for the team, again, you will lose over 50% of the damage. So you will feel half the power. Is it possible to get a scrap or trade video which is accurate for legendary mods? Like some are obviously bad, but some may appeal to people with alternative but popular builds. I do have tier lists for legendary effects, for best legendary effects for weapons and armor, so that will apply for selling. Usually, if they're high on the ranking, I can revisit this tier list and maybe just do overall one for the all of the boxes, but that's gonna be again long video and probably people will not watch it. So I'm not sure. I noticed the very long videos, like 30 minutes around, that they too long for majority of the viewers. So I will need to do shorter chapters that can fit in like up to 15 minutes. Mr. Turtle, for the new quest update, do I need to wear a ghoul disguise or can I embrace my beautiful ghoul glow? You can embrace your glow, yes. The Rust King does not care if you are a human, ghoul, or a super mutant. He doesn't care. So you can be whatever you want to be. Daniel, hello. That's not a question. Okay, next one. I'm joking. But important info for all Turtles Army members. There are only 148 spawn points of Abraxo intel cases on the Burning Springs map. But we need to collect 150. Isn't it? The missing 2 pieces of Abraxo intel... Okay, there is the second part. You will gather from Abraxo caches located in Dino Park, Fort Stebon, or Albany. I received this information directly from Bethesda employee on PTS Discord, so when you will find 148 Abraxo cases in the world, stop looking for 2 more, they are simply not existing. You have to finish the Deity Land request to complete the challenge of finding 150 Abraxo Intel pieces. They not recommend to gather more than 147 Abraxo Intel cases because you can encounter a bug with opening one of the Abraxo caches and completing miscellaneous quests connected with that. So that may be tricky because on public test server, when I open those Abraxo caches, it says with every single one that I got 3 intel, but my challenge didn't progress even by 1. So most likely this will bug for us and I will not be able to do 150 then. Unless they change it, but that's stupid that they did that this way. As I opened those Abraxo caches, that's on the next update. We are talking next update now. And it says that I got 3 intel cases and my challenge progress do not move even by 1. And rewards that we are unlocking, it's based on the challenge progression. So if I open them and I got this Abraxo intel, but it will not count for challenge, that's pointless. But it's good to know at least that I should open them at 147 intel, which is nevertheless stupid if they cannot fix this bug. How do I get the missing 2 afterwards? I don't know. By the way, you can open those Abraxo caches after you collect, I think, 76 intel from the world or so on. Or maybe 100. Something like that. 76 or 100. Lets you finish the side quest and go to open the Abraxo caches. So you need to finish side quest to open them. I try to open them before finishing, as the guy you are talking about them will tell you about them earlier, before you even finish, but you go there and you cannot open it. So there are some bugs with that. I hope they will polish that, but yeah, we'll go the safe route. We'll collect like 147, we'll do the side quest, and we'll see if it's gonna work. Alright. Next one. I have never seen a response from AT in this thread. Because I'm responding life to this thread. That's the point of this thread. There should be a pinned comment explaining that. Most of the questions are a waste of this time, so I get it. Hey AT, should I use a Furious on my 10mm pistol? Should I become a girl? Maybe change this channel from Ask the Turtle to Turtle content suggestions. I'm sure AT would appreciate the odd gem of an idea for content it may generate. I answer those questions, mate, I do. I have a sneaking suspicion he does not have anything to do with this Discord other than uploading videos, which is fine by me. His content is pure gold. Primary get it from here. So I am on this Discord. I am not organizing it, so that's true about all the channels that are on Discord. Technical aspects, I'm not taking care of that. But I am on this Discord. I am taking a look on the chat. I am posting videos, as you notice. I'm answering the questions from Ask the Turtle. And yes, I'm handling some of the moderator stuff. If there are problems, someone needs to be banned or unbanned, so I'm doing that. And so on. So yeah, I am absolutely on this Discord. Let's upload that. Hi, AT. How are you preparing for the new season? I'm preparing very good by playing the next update and testing it. That's how I'm preparing for it. In the main game, I will do some quick prep closer to the next season. I will be definitely farming the raid for experience when the season drops, so I can review the entire season. And that will conclude Ask the Turtle sections. Back to YouTube chat. Luckily, you don't need to keep redoing your pair cards for the next patch. Nothing really is changing with them. Outside of Bulletstorm losing one rank, nothing else is changing with pair cards. Let me see if I missed anything else in the chat. I will see about recapping the episode of Fallout TV show. I may try to do one or two and see if people want to watch it. So I'm not as good as doing that as popular YouTubers that review TV shows, and that's all they do. They're just better at it. I may try. If there are some people interested in my opinions about TV show, I may try do one or two episodes, and I will see if there's anyone that wants to watch it. If no one wants to watch it, I will not be doing it. Because that's the point. Like, uploading just for myself to watch it, that doesn't make much sense. Pounders is still strong. Pounders is still very strong. They nerfed some melee weapons, but yeah, Pounders is still very strong, especially combined with Furious as a prefix. Oh, chess is for you. Thank you a lot for donating 10 memberships. So I do welcome Justin D, Mike Gonzalez, Dark Beholder, Piotr Adamski, WL Ranger Mike, Cheesehead, Fuga, Midnight Raider, Kugoro, and Prince Julius. Welcome everyone, and may the shell be with you. Julius' sake. Yes, why you don't answer the question? Question Turtle. You answer questions and people don't know what this channel is for. That's the problem. The word player sake, please don't ban me, please. I'm not banning anyone for no reason. No. It's not so easy to get banned from our Discord, assuming you plan to use it what it's intended. So any discussions about Fallout and other games that we have on Discord, if someone is there for other reasons, like that's the point of the Discord. Discord's mainly about Fallout and a couple more games that have appropriate channels. If that's what you are discussing for or there, it's not easy to get banned from the Discord. If you insist that you'll be spamming it with unrelated topics, then yeah, that's the easy way to get banned. Does reflective reflect robot damage before my troubleshooter's armor reset it or after? It's after, unfortunately. Why is Jeremy speaking different languages today? I don't know. I don't have translate option here on the live chat, so I cannot tell what he said. On the comments, there's cool because when I'm checking comments on YouTube, there is translate button, so I can figure out what people in different languages are saying. Here in the chat, I cannot. Scott is excited for the new season. Me too. Anyway, thank you a lot for $10. Appreciate that anyway. And the message is, I value your opinion on all things followed. So I would watch your review. You review the TV show. It would the same as if I talk about it with friends. Okay, I will try. I will see. If there is more people, I will be doing those reviews of the TV show. We'll see. I may always try. I need to be very careful with them to do not include any longer clips. There are those rules that you cannot really, copy the movie and just play it in the background, as that's a copyright infringement and you can get kicked out of YouTube. So only very short clips from the movie are possible and allowed. Or just screenshots. Maybe I will just go with screenshots. Screenshots are the safest. No one gonna ban you for including screenshots from the TV show, but playing the movie at all, it's limited. Jeremy, okay, Jeremy's sake is from he's New Mexican and mixing some Spanish with English. Yeah, feel free to mix. I will not understand the Spanish part, but may not let you. Don't let you. I cannot say what I want to say. I'm just trying to say, don't let it stop you from mixing as you please. Tex-Mex. Anyway, you think Tex-Mex, yeah. Sounds good. Did I miss any announcement from Bethesda? I didn't open Bethesda Discord to check. The last thing they posted about public test server was that they do plan to keep public test server open until December 2nd, which would be great, as I didn't finish everything that I want to do there. So that would be great if public test server would be open until the patch drops. That's absolutely awesome. There was no new announcement on official 76 Discord, even though they did post it, the calendar and everything on the website. They didn't post it on Discord. Usually they post it on Discord in the same time or even earlier. Now someone is on a holiday, probably, responsible for posting stuff on Discord. There's no new post on the Fallout 76 announcement page for Discord. Any questions in the chat? Yes, I do answer questions from the chat too. Do you have any questions about the next patch or the current patch? Let me know. About next raid, we don't yet know when next raid will drop. My best bet is March, but we don't know for sure. Is bashing minigun still effective? Yes, but not as effective as it was. It is very effective, especially on the human build when you run a low health build. But as a ghoul, you can no longer use radioactive strength, radioactive power for it. So it lost its power because one perk no longer work with that. Jeremy is saying, I'm super in love with the Tesla rifle. Can you do us a new Tesla build? I could, yes. Is there a nuke boss in Burning Springs? No, there is none. The bosses spawn from events. And the bosses like humans from headhunts, but They spawn by starting a headhunt with wanted poster. Will ghouls be stronger than full health human damage-wise in new season? They already are. The full health builds, ghouls are stronger than humans because of the weak spot damage multiplier perk, faulty spots under luck that exclusive to ghouls. That makes ghouls stronger than humans. That's the main reason. There is lots of new camp items, but I don't know which ones are like collectors or anything like that, if any. As it's hard to tell from those pictures that we have on the season reward announcement. Yes, headhunting is awesome for legendary stuff, but you cannot get 4 stars. That's a downside. We asked for 4-star and devs were like, no, 4 stars only from the raid and nowhere else. And they really stick to it. They don't want to let go. How much armor would you say is worth it? A lot of people say anything over 350 is, oh, the damage value, damage resistance, you mean. A lot of people says 350, as that was the case in the past before Bethesda redid all the values for enemies, bosses, and so on. They do more damage now, and you do need more armor. So from my experience, if boss fights are considered, up to 1k resistances help. So increasing up to 1k, even power armor, helps. So damage resistance of 1000 versus damage resistance of 500, there is a big difference on boss fights, as they do hit way harder than in the past. Therefore, you need higher damage. If you did ever watch my video about anti-armor and the math behind it, how it works, I made it, it's a while ago, but the rules didn't change. How anti-armor is calculated did not change. The values itself were updated, but rules didn't change. So it's the same like it was back then. More damage enemy do per shot against you, more damage resistance you need to counter it. As let's say enemy is hitting 600, that's hypothetical scenario. Let's say enemy has super powerful attack of 600. If you will have damage resistance of 100, it does nothing. It will not reduce this damage at all. You will take 600 damage. If you will have 1000, it will reduce this damage by more than a half. So it will take probably like 200 damage instead of 600. So that's the difference. The more damage enemy does, the more resistance you need. Thank you, Aluful. Yeah, I will continue with perk videos to finish the entire Perkopedia. Autax is still good. It's still the #1 melee weapon for DPS, but only a little bit stronger now than classic melee. It's no longer a dominating weapon that's better than anything else. And damage-wise, cannot do as much DPS as Enclave Plasma Gun, Close Range, or Gauss Minigun. Those are stronger, unfortunately, stronger than Autax. Any reason to stay human as a heavy as a heavy gunner, or go ghoul? Up to you. Ghoul is a little bit more powerful. It's not like that, Rascal. 350 is not 80% resist. It depends on the damage you are taking. It is not percentage value. It's not percentage value. Okay, can I find it? The damage curve? Does this topic keep going on? Can I find it? That's followed for calculator that I was using to showcase that. But some of the if you look for damage calculator for Fallout 4, Some of the stuff in there is outdated, but the main stuff, the main graph for the ballistic damage, it just applies to everything now, is correct. The energy and plasma, those are outdated there, but ballistic damage part is correct. And if I can somehow find to make it make sense, okay, and it's not enough. Okay, I managed to find it. Can I have it in dark mode? Probably not. There is no dark mode, so embrace yourself. I will make it full screen to show you that. But there is no dark mode, so it will be bright. There we go. So that's a damage done. So damage before reduction, I type in 300. So let's say strong enemies hitting you 300 damage, and you have like 100 damage resistance, it will be reduced to 225. If you have 300 damage resistance, it will be reduced to 150, so by half. If your damage resistance equals the damage enemy is doing, you reduce half, so 50%, but you can increase that. So if you go higher, let's say 550, you will reduce this damage to 120. So that's better, taking 120 versus 150. If I zoom it out for a bigger picture, so you can see it continues, like it doesn't stop. So there is a benefit. There is a diminishing return, so I'm not telling you to go for, if I zoom completely, I'm not telling you to go after it's basically not moving. But you can see from the big picture, up to 1000 damage resistance, it's clearly moving and reducing damage taken by 70%. And then if you move even further, it's slower then. But if you want to go 1500, you will reduce a little bit more. Instead of taking 100 damage, it will be like 90 damage taken. So another 500 will only help you add another 10%, reduce from here to here, it's like 10%. So not really worth it. But as you can see, going from somewhere in here to here, that is quite an improvement. Even going from, with this damage that boss is doing, from 500, so 500 you are taking 125 damage or so. Let's say 125 damage taken. If you double it, it drops to 95. So you are dropping damage taken by like almost 30%, going from 500 to 1000, 30% less damage taken. So it is worth it. It's not really worth it at some point. Is that gonna be almost flat? If we scroll, you can see if you scroll far enough, it's basically flat line. So damage effect is so negligible, it's almost a flat line. But as damages of 300 and more on boss enemies versus players are now possible. It was not possible in the past, but now some bosses do really hard hits. So yes, going around 1k, 900, 800 to 1k, it's worth it. It's worth it for a lot of scenarios to be in this area, damage resistance. I hope that helps. So that's the damage curve that Fallout is using. And in the same tone as I said, 300 damage done here, first 50 armor stops nothing. So first 50 points of armor stops nothing. That works the same way when you are doing damage to enemy. It's both way street. When enemy does damage to you, or you are doing damage to enemies, the same calculation is being used. I hope that helps. I try to expand a little bit on the topic. You got memorized the super mutant damage and so on. You can check some damages, but not everything that you can check is accurate. You should check like enemies that are melee, hard-hitting melee enemies on stage 4 of the raid, or hard-hitting enemies on stage 3 of the raid. It's quite a bit of damage. Oh, Happy Turtle decided to go Ghoul. Hope you will enjoy it. Ghoul is fun. I'm Ghoul currently for the next season. Alright, so I think that will be everything for this episode of Turtlecast. And hopefully, we see each other tomorrow. We'll be... I don't know yet what we'll be doing, but we'll be doing something tomorrow. And today, we have a member hangout. So if you're a member, feel free to hang out on the member stream. And everyone else, see you tomorrow. Take care. Have an awesome weekend. Bye. Turtle out.